What's the second part? Yeah, I can't remember the second part of the question.
I think I asked you why Miami.
Oh, okay, yes. So usually they release the calendar events. I think it's roughly in January or February every year.
Mm-hmm.
So my category, Classic Physique, was only on the calendar for a few shows. The first few were in Greece. There was one in Spain. There was Arnold Classic in South Africa. So as you can imagine, these places I'm living are very far and very expensive to get to.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually was planning to probably hold out and try and get an invitation to the Arnold Classic in Europe, and hopefully beg an invitation, pretty much, or acceptance actually called, which was in September. I think it was the first week in March or so. They put on the calendar, they have the Miami Grand Prix. That's going to have Classic Physique. Okay, well, that's the closest I can get. That's what I'm going to do. So I immediately signed up. Myself and actually all other local pro athletes basically signed up. So we're going to go and try and hit the show. Because at the end of the day, as a competitive bodybuilder, you want to get out there and do some shows. I'm judges to see you, give you some feedback, see, hey, I can improve this, I can improve that. This is how I can do on that bigger scale. So it was an international show, as you mentioned. So we had competitors from Spain, Brazil, we had a guy from Poland, a guy from the UK. I mean, everybody's out there trying to compete, trying to get this win, and ultimately get the qualification for the World Championships. This is why the pro, most of the pros actually jump into the pro shows. And like I mentioned, the money is not really substantial. So trying to get the qualification for the World Championships and trying to climb the ladder a little bit and be seen as a top athlete in the sport, realistically.
Alright, so now, what was that experience like now in Miami, being on that type of stage the first time?
Actually, for me, it was very interesting because, like I mentioned, the first time I went to the gym was in 2003, an actual gym, and that was literally about half an hour from where they had the show in Miami. So I experienced that whole
nostalgia,
full circle. Yeah, it was.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It was overwhelming.
Yeah.
The first time I went was about half an hour from the venue to compete at my first pro show.
You cried a little bit.
It was close.
It's close.
It was close.
Okay, cool.
But so there's that, and I actually, like I remember, I lived in Miami for about 6 years, so it was kind of like a nice feeling going back home, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we got into Miami. I think it was Wednesday, and the show was on Saturday. So we had a couple of days to climatize and just relax and chill. And then as you get to the venue now, I think it was like perfect because the stage itself was literally bigger than anything I've been on previously. It was literally a bigger stage, but it wasn't huge. So you felt the feeling of, okay, you know what, I've leveled up a little bit, but it wasn't scary at the same time. So, like I mentioned before, about the camaraderie of athletes, we went backstage to our weigh-ins and stuff, and all athletes to talk and meeting each other, greeting and stuff like that, saying where we're from and so on and so forth. So it was a very relaxing, comfortable feeling. And then, as I am personally with all of my shows, it's a matter of just preparations to do the best you can on stage. So it's never a matter of saying, okay, well, I gotta see if I can beat this guy or I can beat that guy. It's just, am I better than I was last time I stepped on stage? Okay, let's go through what we practice for these several months, hit these poses as best as we can, let the judges do their thing. So it was comfortable for me, it was a comfortable feeling. And like I mentioned, luckily, after I say fortunately enough, the judges liked what they saw and was able to give me the win of the contest.
Were you as confident as you were in Aruba?
I don't think that. Probably the same level, realistically. Probably just about the same. Because I felt like I couldn't be any better than I was at that time. I think that feeling alone just really is confidence from me. If you know you did everything you can do, you didn't left no stones unturned or whatever. And hey, you know what? If you don't like it, nothing else I did my thing. So yeah, I had that same feeling. Yes.
Is it easy for you, like when you look at the other athletes, is it like you get backstage and then you start the assessing again and you like, I can bang them, man? Was it like that?
At that particular show, I was only like to pick one individual. I'm gonna tell you why. When we were at the athletes meeting, that was nice sitting down. So the guys are talking about giving us the guidelines for the competition and whatnot. And then they start calling stuff to look at the numbers. So what they do, they the numbers on the table face down, shuffle them around, whatever they call it, to get your numbers. So it's okay, Classic Physique. So they call a particular guy, what's his name? I can't remember his name probably. Anyway, a guy from Spain. So they call this name, and this guy stands up, and look like he's about 3 feet wide. So I was smiling there, like, how is this guy classic? He looks massive. So I'm like, okay, well, gonna be a tough show. Gonna have a long night. But then when we got backstage, and as everybody strips on, goes to do the weighing, because Classic Physique, like I mentioned before, we have a high weight restriction, we have to weigh in. So when I saw him backstage, I looked at him and I'm like, you know what? Good development, he's a big dude, but I feel I can take this guy. I just had that feeling. I think structure-wise, as opposed to pure genetics, I feel like I have a more pleasing physique. So I feel like I can be very, but if I can't beat him, I'll be very, very close.
Okay.
So it was one of those. I looked at him and said, you know what? We're going back. And at the end of the day, we enjoy that bodybuilders. I'm speaking for myself, but by that, and I know as well, like competes, we enjoy having a little battle to be competitive with other athletes. So it was fun.
Was he second place?
Yes.
Okay.
He ended up being second place, yeah.
So you win in Miami, all of Antigua is excited because it's one thing to turn pro, and everybody's like, oh, it's so, like, we celebrate turning pro as almost as if you have won a pro show. You're making, like, you're automatically going to be making, there's some kind of bodybuilding league out there that you get paid $1 million a year to play in, right? Because I think deep down we don't really anticipate much else after that, right? So when you went to Miami and it was like, this man actually won, you know what I mean? I'm sure everybody's blown away. Like, what kind of feedback you got after that show?
Well, I must say, one thing I found thus far I'm very appreciative for, I've always received a lot of support from all local Antiguans. When I speak to you, I don't speak to you, I know you, don't know you. You might just know my dad or my mom. You see me in public and they say, hey, congrats, you know, I mean, really good job, whatever, keep doing it, what you're doing, and that kind
And
of
of
stuff.
course, nobody ever asks, who is Bernard Percival?
Correct.
Right.
They kind of see me from fans, hey, Percival, congrats.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that has been pretty cool. It was, how can I put it best? I feel like it was weird because I think some person expected me to win. Because I've been fortunate to have some success, especially in my amateur shows. I was able to place first in all 4 of them. And I feel like it was almost expected for me to
Locally?
win. Yeah. I won the 2 nationals locally and then the 2 regionals, being the Darcy and the Aruba show. So I think it was...
I guess I could see that, like, everybody thought if anybody could do it, you know, you could do it.
Yeah. So there was an expectation, I guess, of me I'm supposed to place first. So I feel like it was, while it was celebrated, it was kind of like, oh, okay, no big deal, we expected that. Something like that from some persons.
Okay.
So in that aspect, it's kind of a little pressure because you think, of course, okay, well, going into the next show now, if I don't win, what happens? Am I considered a failure, or is everything well and good? But like I said, for me, it's just a matter of doing the best I can, bring the best package I can, and whatever happens, happens. But the feedback was really, really good. The support's been really good. And like I mentioned, I was happy to be able to put bodybuilding in a positive light. So they can see Antiguans can go out there on the big stage and do well and showcase our talents and hopefully get recognition for the sport.